Give me a minute and let's talk about the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, where, according to reports, 3 drones have struck the roof, the protective concrete dome over reactor building 2, I believe. Now, according to the IAEA, who has been on site and inspected the dome, it is integral. There was no damage done. The critical facilities are still as secure as they have been, which means that they're mined by the Russians, right? I mean, this is a bad situation. Now, whose drones were they? Where did they come from? We don't know. The Russians are blaming the Ukrainians. The Ukrainians say they had nothing to do with it. Could it have been Ukrainian drones that went awry because of electronic warfare? Could be. Could it have been Ukrainian drones that had the wrong targeting solution? Could be. We don't know. But I think that what's more likely, given everything that we know about both sides in this conflict, is that the Russians did this themselves. They selected 3 drones. They sent them with a bare minimum of munitions, something that they knew wouldn't do any real damage, but would raise eyebrows, would make everybody concerned, right? What is the Russian playbook? It is to cause terror and dissent among allies. That is their whole playbook, boy. And this operation stinks. It's got FSB fingerprints all over it. You send in a couple drones, you make sure they're loaded with, low-yield ammunition, and bang, you've suddenly got everybody worried again about the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant being turned into a dirty bomb, which, mined as it is by the Russians, is entirely a possibility. Why do we think they won't blow Zaporizhzhia, given the fact that they hit the Novokakhovka Dam the way that they did, given the fact that they used tear gas in the trenches, given all the terror facts that we have at our disposal, the daily bombings of civilians, the hitting of civilian targets and infrastructure? Why do we think they won't blow the dam, or they won't blow the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant? And the biggest reason is because the wind blows east. Wind blows east. So any contaminants they put into the air, the most likely recipients of those contaminants are going to be Rostov-on-Don. That's the southern military district's base, where all of the Russian army is. So it's awfully tough to say what's going to happen. Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant is an ongoing concern that should have the world concerned. And this strike against it, whether it was a mistake on the part of the Ukrainians or whether it was an intentional psyop on the part of the Russians, should give us all pause and encourage us to continue to support the defense of Ukraine in the face of Russian aggression. I want to thank Blue Ariels, who is a Patreon member, and she is the sponsor of this video. Like Blue Ariels, you can join the Patreon at the Dobrovicher level or higher and get a video dedicated to you every month. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you.